Hey everyone, today we're making fluffy sourdough cinnamon rolls completely from scratch. They've got that perfect balance, sweet cinnamon filling, tender dough and creamy frosting. And the best part, they are naturally leavened with sourdough starter. If you've never had cinnamon rolls made with sourdough, you're in for a real treat. They take a bit of time, but the flavor and texture are on a whole different level from anything store-bought or made with commercial yeast. So let's jump in and get baking. First, we need to feed our starter in the afternoon so it's nice and active by the evening. For this feed, I'm using 20 grams of starter, 48 grams of strong all-purpose flour, 2 grams of whole wheat flour, and 50 grams of water. Give it a good mix, cover it lightly, and let it sit somewhere warm. By the evening, it should be bubbly and ready to use. In the evening, once our starter is ready, we can start making the dough. In a large mixing bowl, combine 175 grams of warm milk, 100 grams of active sourdough starter, it should be doubled in size and nice and strong, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 room temperature egg. Stir everything together until the starter is fully dissolved and the ingredients are nicely mixed. Next, gradually add 370 grams of bread flour and knead the dough just enough to bring it together. At this stage, the dough will be sticky and shaggy. Don't worry, that's totally normal. When there is no dry flour left, cover the bowl and let it rest for 30 minutes. After the rest, it's time to knead and incorporate the rest of the ingredients. I like to use my stand mixer for this step. Add 1 teaspoon of kosher salt and start kneading for a couple of minutes. Then slowly add 57 grams of softened butter, a little at a time. Keep kneading until all the butter is fully incorporated and the dough comes together into a smooth, soft ball. When your dough is ready, it should feel really soft to the touch, lightly sticky but still easy to work with. To check if it's kneaded enough, do a quick gluten window test. Take a small piece of dough and gently stretch it between your fingers. It should stretch thin without tearing. If it rips easily, just knead it for another couple of minutes and test again. Once it's ready, shape the dough into a tight ball by folding the edges under your palms. Place it into a lightly oiled bowl and turn it around so it's coated in oil. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and let it rest at room temperature for about 7 hours. If you need more flexibility with timing, you can pop it in the fridge after a few hours and pull it out later when it's more convenient for you. The next morning, your dough should be puffy and doubled in size. Set it aside for now, and let's make the cinnamon filling. In a small bowl, combine 120 grams of dark brown sugar with 4 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Give it a quick mix and set it aside. Lightly flour your work surface and carefully place your dough on top. We're going to roll it out into a rectangle. Start by gently stretching it with your hands, then use a rolling pin to roll it out to about 12 by 16 inches. Try to keep it even, but don't stress if it's not perfect. It will still turn out great. Now take about 57 grams of softened butter and spread it evenly all over the dough. You're supposed to leave a little space along the edge so it's easier to seal, but I forgot to do that and honestly it still works out. Sprinkle your cinnamon sugar mixture all over the top. Then press it gently with your hands so it sticks. Starting from the long edge, roll the dough up into a tight log. When you get to the end, gently seal the edges and even out the log so it's uniform from the end to end. You can trim the ends if you want to, but I usually don't. I just place those pieces face down at the bottom of the baking dish. Cut the log into 8 equal pieces and place the rolls into a greased baking dish, leaving a little space between each one. As you place each roll into the dish, gently press it down and open the edges just a bit. This helps them rise more evenly and gives that classic cinnamon roll shape. Cover them and let it rest for 3 to 4 hours until they are soft and puffy. During this time, the brown sugar will melt a bit, and when you bake them, it creates a really nice caramelized bottom. So don't worry if things start looking sticky, that's all good sign. After 3 to 4 hours, the rolls should be soft, puffy, and touching each other in the pan. Now it's time to bake. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Just before baking, pour a little heavy cream over the tops of the rolls. This helps keep them extra soft and gives the filling that rich gooey texture we all love. Bake on the center rack for 30 to 35 minutes, or until the tops are golden and the rolls are baked through. If they start browning too quickly, just cover them loosely with foil during the last 10 minutes. Meanwhile, let's make the frosting. For the frosting, grab a bowl and add 4 ounces of softened cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Mix it all together until it's smooth and creamy. Then add 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar and keep mixing until the frosting is light fluffy and a little glossy. It should be soft and spreadable, perfect for melting into those warm rolls. When your rolls are ready, take them out of the oven and spread half of the frosting on top right away. This will let it melt into the tops and all those cinnamon layers, making the rolls super gooey, rich, and extra delicious. Then go ahead and add the second half of the frosting on top. You can use a spatula or the back of a spoon, and if you want, use a brush to spread it evenly everywhere. And that's it, your sourdough cinnamon rolls are done. They are soft, fluffy, and full of warm cinnamon flavor. Let them cool a bit and then you can serve. Thank you so much for watching and baking along with me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more cozy sourdough recipes. See you next time!